Fernando, Bisbee, 17. So they say to truly walk a mile in somebody's shoes, you got to actually put on their shoes. And this film, you physically embrace a character that's far removed from you, but is also viscerally connected to you on different levels. At what juncture in the film did you really get a sense that I feel connected to this character, to these people?
Well, I felt connected just because it's my town, so I love that town so much. It's given me so much acceptance as being gay and being Mexican. It's a town that either welcomes you or it doesn't, and it welcomed me with open arms. So,
and when you related back to the more cathartic experience of playing somebody that existed 100 years ago, like, how is that process for you to like, you know, don the hat, to put on the hat, to wear the clothing? Like, was there ever a moment where it was actually a shock for you? How did you relate to that experience?
I just felt like I had to pay respect for these people, and I felt very honored to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So it just came very naturally,
okay.
And it was just really organic how everything happened, and you know, it's these people they were raped for their labor, and for me to be able to tell their story, it was an honor.
Yeah. Tell me about your working relationship with Robert. During the Q&A, I had asked you if you had seen his other films, his other characters, because he puts his main character through really difficult emotional terrain.
The whole relationship with Robert is great because it's more like we get to be friends with each other. He's also, so he teaches, so he's also mentoring me. I've never had a father, so he also, I'm really close with his family, so it's really comfortable, and it's just like being with the family.
Yeah. Did you feel a sense that I don't know where you're headed in your professional life, but did this process sort of like allow you to get into a creative space that you were maybe interested in visiting?
Oh, definitely.
Because it goes beyond filmmaking. It goes into like social issues, political issues.
Yeah, and also a lot of internal work that you have to do, like like being able to be just comfortable in your own skin, and you know, being like, for them to tell me like, look at you, you are great to look at, and just making me comfortable, that's a dream too, you know, someone tell you that you're worth it, because everybody's worth it.
Yeah, for you to count.
Yeah, and it's a very humbling experience that somebody sees potential in you when you might not see that.
How does it feel to, when you see yourself on the big screen for the first time? I mean, just building a rapport with the camera can be uncomfortable. I can imagine. I mean, just putting this camera on you might be uncomfortable, but going through that experience and then actually living the experience of seeing it with the public at Sundance or perhaps several publics since, how does that feel to you? How do you deal with that on an emotional or intellectual level? Is it sort of like...
It's surreal for sure. It's very surreal. But, you know, I got to work on this project with these amazing people that, you know, they came to Bisbee and they experienced Bisbee, and it was Jared. It was such a wonderful person to work with that it was just like, once we started shooting, it was magic and magic and magic. And everybody, it was just, it's a family, you know, and I'm sure everybody says that about working on a film, but it was definitely very magical to be able to be comfortable, and we're to see everybody as a human, and
because there's all these different strands, all these different characters and different viewpoints and different takeaways, and that's what I find is interesting, is that, you know, very much you're I mean, you are the poster boy of the film. You're actually on the poster, and we can tap into many different emotional connections to the space, but also to the past. I found you as the lead figure. I found it was a really interesting choice.
Yeah, it's definitely. I hope it just opens people's minds that, you know, it doesn't have to be this way that people think this is America.
Yeah.
But, you know, America's great, and it starts with you being a great person. It's not just, you know, following whoever thinks running the country.
Well, we're at an airport. Thank you very much for your time. There's Robert right there.